AstroPrinciple invites you into a gentle exploration of how the strength of the seventh lord shapes the flow of relationships and marriage. When the ruling planet stands balanced, partnerships feel aligned with destiny. When it weakens, lessens the pain and maturity grows. This narration blends timeless astrology with soulful reflection, guiding you to understand the subtle laws and sutras behind marital harmony. A seventh house lord becomes strong and benefic when its placement, dignity, and energetic environment support harmony, cooperation, and emotional maturity in relationships. Strength alone is not enough. The planet must express benefic qualities rather than harsh or dominating ones. A benefic strong seventh lord sits in supportive houses like the first, fourth, fifth, seventh, ninth, or 10th, and occupies friendly or exalted signs that match its natural temperament. Its nakshatra should be gentle or balanced, such as Rohini, Anuradha, Uttarshada, or Revati. The planet must avoid combustion, enemy signs, and heavy affliction from malefics. When benefics like Jupiter, Venus, or a well-placed moon aspect or join the seventh lord, the energy. If the ascendant itself falls in the seventh house, the native's identity becomes deeply tied to partnership, amplifying the seventh lord's influence. Benefic planets in the seventh house strengthen cooperation, while malefics create intensity, dominance, or karmic lessons. A malefic strong Lagna lord can overpower the seventh lord, reversing or reducing its positive results because the native's personal energy becomes stronger than the partnership energy. A seventh lord is truly benefic strong when its dignity, house placement, planetary company, and nakshatra all support emotional balance, respect, and long-term harmony. Aries feels the strength of the seventh lord through the clarity of commitment and the steadiness of emotional agreements. When Mars guides your chart, the seventh lord's condition becomes a mirror of how you balance independence with partnership. AstroPrinciple reminds you that a strong seventh lord brings supportive alliances, honest communication, and a partner who respects your fire without dimming it. If the planet is challenged, you may sense delays, misunderstandings, or a need to refine your expectations. Yet even in weakness, the seventh lord teaches you to soften your approach, listen deeply, and allow relationships to evolve at a natural pace. The true strength lies not only in planetary dignity, but in your willingness to harmonize passion with patience. When you honor this balance, marriage becomes a journey of shared courage and mutual growth. Taurus experiences the seventh lord's strength through stability, loyalty, and the quiet rhythm of shared values. With Venus guiding your chart, the condition of the seventh lord reflects how gracefully you open your heart to long-term partnership. AstroPrinciple highlights that a strong seventh lord brings dependable companionship, emotional nourishment, and a partner who values your calm presence. When the planet is weakened, you may face hesitation, mismatched expectations, or a tendency to hold on too tightly. These moments are invitations to release rigidity and embrace emotional flexibility. The seventh lord teaches you to trust the unfolding of relationships without forcing outcomes. When you cultivate patience and allow love to breathe, the marriage path becomes grounded, steady, and deeply fulfilling. The true strength of the seventh lord emerges when you align your inner peace with the natural flow of connection. Gemini feels the seventh lord's strength through communication, curiosity, and the ability to build emotional bridges. With Mercury shaping your chart, the seventh lord becomes a reflection of how you exchange ideas and maintain harmony in partnership. AstroPrinciple notes that a strong seventh lord brings clarity, adaptability, and a partner who appreciates your lively mind. When the planet is strained, misunderstandings, overthinking, or emotional inconsistency may arise. These challenges are not obstacles but reminders to slow down, listen with presence, and speak with intention. The seventh lord teaches you to balance intellect with empathy, ensuring that your words nurture rather than scatter the bond. When you honor this balance, marriage becomes a space of shared learning, gentle humor, and evolving understanding. The true strength of the seventh Lord shines when your heart and mind move together in unity. Cancer experiences the seventh Lord's strength through emotional security, intuitive bonding, and the comfort of shared nurturing. With the moon guiding your chart, the seventh Lord reflects how deeply you connect and how safely you allow others into your inner world. AstroPrinciple explains that a strong seventh Lord brings warmth, trust, and a partner who honors your sensitivity. When the planet is weakened, emotional fluctuations, attachment patterns, or protective withdrawal may surface. These moments invite you to strengthen your inner foundation and avoid seeking validation solely through partnership. The seventh Lord teaches you to balance care with boundaries, ensuring that love flows without overwhelming your sense of self. When you embrace emotional maturity, marriage becomes a sanctuary of compassion and mutual support. The true strength of the seventh Lord emerges when your intuition guides you toward steady, heartfelt connection. Leo feels the strength of the seventh Lord through dignity, loyalty, and the warmth of shared purpose. With the sun guiding your chart, the seventh Lord becomes a reflection of how confidently you step into partnership without overshadowing or being overshadowed. AstroPrinciple reminds you that a strong seventh Lord brings a partner who values your radiance and stands beside you with equal integrity. When the planet is weakened, ego clashes, unmet expectations, or emotional distance may appear. These moments invite you to soften pride and embrace vulnerability. The seventh Lord teaches you that true partnership thrives when both hearts shine without competition. When you honor mutual respect and allow love to be a shared light rather than a performance, marriage becomes a space of steady devotion and soulful companionship. The true strength of the seventh Lord emerges when your inner fire supports connection rather than demanding constant validation. Virgo experiences the seventh Lord's strength through clarity, consistency, and the quiet refinement of shared routines. With Mercury shaping your chart, the seventh Lord reflects how thoughtfully you approach partnership and how gently you offer support. AstroPrinciple notes that a strong seventh Lord brings a partner who appreciates your sincerity, your attention to detail, and your desire to build something meaningful. When the planet is weakened, overanalysis, self-criticism, or emotional hesitation may arise. These moments encourage you to trust the unfolding of connection without needing perfection. The seventh Lord teaches you to balance practicality with tenderness, allowing love to grow through presence rather than constant evaluation. When you release the pressure to fix everything and instead embrace the natural rhythm of companionship, marriage becomes a journey of mutual healing and grounded affection. The true strength of the seventh Lord shines when your thoughtful nature becomes a source of comfort rather than caution. Libra feels the seventh Lord's strength through harmony, fairness, and the graceful exchange of emotional understanding. With Venus guiding your chart, the seventh Lord becomes a reflection of how deeply you value balance in partnership. AstroPrinciple highlights that a strong seventh Lord brings a partner who honors your need for peace, beauty, and emotional reciprocity. When the planet is weakened, indecision, people-pleasing, or suppressed desires may surface. These moments invite you to express your truth without fear of disrupting harmony. The seventh Lord teaches you that real balance emerges from honesty, not avoidance. When you allow your heart to speak clearly and trust that love can hold both softness and truth, marriage becomes a space of elegant connection and shared growth. The true strength of the seventh Lord appears when your desire for harmony aligns with authentic emotional expression. Scorpio experiences the seventh lord's strength through depth, loyalty, and the transformative power of emotional truth. With Mars guiding your chart, the seventh lord reflects how intensely you bond and how courageously you face the shadows within partnership. AstroPrinciple explains that a strong seventh lord brings a partner who values your depth, respects your boundaries, and walks with you through both silence and intensity. When the planet is weakened, trust issues, emotional extremes, or fear of vulnerability may arise. These moments encourage you to open your heart gradually and allow connection to unfold without control. The seventh lord teaches you that true intimacy grows through transparency, not secrecy. When you embrace emotional balance and release the need to guard every feeling, marriage becomes a powerful journey of healing, devotion, and soulful transformation. The true strength of the seventh lord emerges when your passion supports connection rather than testing it. Sagittarius feels the strength of the seventh lord through openness, shared wisdom, and the freedom to grow within partnership. With Jupiter guiding your chart, the seventh lord becomes a reflection of how generously you give and how sincerely you seek truth in relationships. AstroPrinciple notes that a strong seventh lord brings a partner who supports your vision, respects your independence, and walks with you on a path of exploration. When the planet is weakened, restlessness, over-idealization, or emotional inconsistency may appear. These moments invite you to ground your expectations and honor the commitments you make. The seventh lord teaches you that marriage thrives when enthusiasm is balanced with responsibility. When you allow honesty to guide your choices and embrace the deeper meaning behind companionship, relationships become expansive, uplifting, and spiritually aligned. The true strength of the seventh lord emerges when your desire for growth includes the heart of another. Capricorn experiences the seventh lord's strength through responsibility, long-term vision, and the steady building of emotional foundations. With Saturn shaping your chart, the seventh lord becomes a reflection of how patiently you approach partnership and how deeply you value loyalty. AstroPrinciple explains that a strong seventh lord brings a partner who respects your discipline, supports your ambitions, and stands with you through every season of life. When the planet is weakened, delays, emotional distance, or fear of vulnerability may arise. These moments encourage you to soften your guarded nature and allow connection to unfold without excessive caution. The seventh lord teaches you that marriage is not only a commitment of time but also of emotional presence. When you balance practicality with warmth and let trust grow slowly but sincerely, relationships become enduring, meaningful, and deeply rooted. The true strength of the seventh lord appears when your determination supports love rather than restricting it. Aquarius feels the strength of the seventh lord through individuality, shared ideals, and the freedom to evolve within partnership. With Saturn guiding your chart, the seventh lord becomes a reflection of how authentically you connect and how courageously you honor your unique emotional rhythm. AstroPrinciple highlights that a strong seventh lord brings a partner who values your originality, respects your space, and walks with you in intellectual and emotional harmony. When the planet is weakened, detachment, unpredictability, or hesitation in expressing feelings may surface. These moments invite you to embrace emotional clarity and allow vulnerability to coexist with independence. The seventh lord teaches you that marriage thrives when both partners feel free yet deeply connected. When you open your heart without losing your individuality, relationships become innovative, supportive, and spiritually aligned. The true strength of the seventh lord emerges when your vision of partnership includes both authenticity and devotion. Pisces experiences the seventh lord's strength through compassion, intuition, and the gentle merging of emotional worlds. With Jupiter guiding your chart, The seventh lord becomes a reflection of how deeply you feel and how openly you trust. AstroPrinciple notes that a strong seventh lord brings a partner who honors your sensitivity, supports your dreams, and nurtures your spiritual nature. When the planet is weakened, confusion, idealization, or emotional overwhelm may arise. These moments encourage you to ground your expectations and create healthy boundaries. The seventh lord teaches you that love flourishes when empathy is balanced with clarity. When you allow intuition to guide you while staying rooted in emotional truth, marriage becomes a sanctuary of healing, creativity, and soulful connection. The true strength of the seventh lord appears when your compassion flows with discernment, creating a bond that is both tender and enduring. AstroPrinciple reminds you that the strength of the seventh lord is not only a planetary measure but a reflection of how you grow through partnership. When the ruling planet stands steady, relationships feel aligned with purpose. When it weakens, deeper lessons emerge. By understanding these subtle laws and sutras, you learn to honor connection with clarity, patience, and soulful awareness, allowing marriage to unfold with grace.